what Mensa? You probably don't know what Mensa is. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, we had a guy on the show who was Mensa. Chad was Mensa.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Chad was in Mensa. Okay, so you had to learn what Mensa was because we had a guy on the show that was in Mensa. So yeah, Mensa is for people that have an IQ over, I think it's over 140, 130, 140, something like that. So the people that are the smartest people on the planet are in Mensa, which is a very specific organization just for the super smart people. And there's a specific test that you take, and you take the test depending on your age. You know, like if you're a kid, there's a kid test, a kid Mensa test. If you're older, there's an older person Mensa test. So the latest Mensa member is also the youngest Mensa member ever. She is 2 years old.
No.
She is 2. She's almost 3. Yep. And she is in Mensa. And let me tell you something. You as a parent will totally appreciate, you'll understand immediately how friggin' smart this kid is.
We want to introduce you to a local little genius named Kashe Quest. She is 2, going on 3, with the IQ of 146. The average IQ in the United States is about 100. Kashe was recently accepted into Mensa, the largest and oldest high IQ society in the world, making her the youngest in American Mensa.
So some serious eyebrows she's got there.
Asia, what's this? Europe, what's this?
Kashe Quest is definitely not your average toddler.
Tell me the 3 branches of government first. Hey.
Anthony didn't know that.
She looks like she's 5. She does not look 2.
She's 2.
I think they're lying about her age.
No.
Already they're lying about her age.
I started to notice her memory was really great, and she just picked up things really fast, and she was really interested in learning.
What's this?
Why?
What's this?
X.
17, 18 months.
Oh, you knew it was an X, Anthony? That's good.
Numbers,
You knew that was a
colors,
P?
and shapes. So that's when we were kind of like, okay, she's learning really fast. So it was a cross between what are we doing at home versus what is it that's attracting her to memorize and grasp all these concepts
2.
so fast.
4.
Kashe can also identify all 50 states
Wisconsin.
by shape and location on a map.
Mississippi.
She's learning Spanish, knows over 50 signs in sign language, knows how to
I know
count
1.
100, can identify elements on the periodic
Anthony can't
table
count
by
to
their
100.
symbols,
Phosphorus.
and is even learning to read.
Blue and yellow make green.
I know how to read, read, see.
Genius busy.
Yeah, but you don't know the elements on the chart.
I actually come from an educational background in terms of career, so we were also in limbo of trying to find a daycare or preschool that actually catered to what she was able to do.
The blue to go here.
Yeah, you got to homeschool that kid. There's no school for her.
She teaches 12 kids.
Yeah, and when you meet with your friends, you're like, oh, my daughter's amazing. She's brilliant. I guarantee, yeah, she's brilliant. Right.
And gets to spend time with Kashe.
Book.
It's just
She's in the
taught me
Mensa.
how to parent differently. I think we're
See,
all given children with different abilities and different, temperaments and things like that. And if anything, I think it's taught us just
Is she adorable?
more so
How did she
pictures
vote?
of her.
able to communicate with her.
She doesn't vote. That says you're an idiot.
It said I voted. Who'd you vote for?
It wasn't a voting sticker.
Treat her like I don't know.
It said I voted.
At the end of the day, she is also
Oh, look, she's topless.
2. And
She's
so
2.
She's in that toddler stage, so she very well much is still a normal 2-year-old where, we have negotiations, we have tantrums. The way we communicate with her, it has to be different because she's able to understand just a little bit more.
And not sitting still, which is the classic sign of a 2-year-old.
Exactly, yes.
Sujit says it's important to let Kashe lead the way.
I think one of the biggest things with me and her dad are making sure she has a childhood and we don't force anything on her too early.
They were smart to name her
We're kind of going at
Cash.
her pace, and we want to just make sure
gonna
that
make
she
some.
is useful.
She's going to bring in the money, this kid.
Bye, thank you.
She's super smart.
I mean, she's so cute.
Okay.
That was great. Okay, I don't just need to hear these
stuck
two
out to me about that whole
bitches.
piece is, did you see?
They're not Mensa. They're not. They're no
I don't need the
Mensa
stupid bitches
chicks.
talking about it afterwards. No. But the thing that was interesting about the whole thing, I thought, is you saw no technology whatsoever. The kid didn't have an iPhone, not an iPad. Everything she was doing was on note cards. She wasn't flipping through, on an app or anything. I thought that was kind of cool.
Well, I can make a fight that you and I are better than Mensa.
We are?
Yeah, you and I, we're smarter than Mensa. If she's 146, we got to be like 160. Because we had a guy in Mensa working for us.
Right.
That makes us brilliant.
Better than Mensa.
I hired him.
Right. You were smart enough to hire the Mensa guy. Wait, the Mensa guy was not even in a position where he could hire us. He needed to be hired. And guess what? Right now, he's unemployed.
And he was only part-time.
Right.
And I hired him to come in and help us. And so if there was a totem pole, he was on the bottom.
Way bottom. Yeah.
Right. And he was Mensa, so that means we are highly intelligent.
Better than Mensa.
Uh-huh. So I'm not impressed by this little girl at all.
Well, okay. He was like 30. She's 2. You should be impressed with her because she's only 2. Because when she's his age, she'll probably be making all the decisions.
She better be, because when she's 30, this story's going to come back and haunt her. If you're answering our phones and you were this girl on the show, yeah, we're going to make fun of you.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, if you're in Mensa, don't be answering our phones.